Hey guys, I have a makeup job to do tomorrow. I'm doing makeup for a friend who has an engagement party to go to, and I spent my night cleaning out my kit, organising everything, making sure I have all the staples I would want for a job I haven't done before and a client I haven't worked with before. And I thought it would be the best time to show you exactly what I take in my makeup kit when I'm not 100% sure what I'm expecting. This is the makeup kit I currently use. It's actually a scrapbooking case. I got this off Amazon. I searched for it all over eBay. I did a lot of reviews before I decided to go with this for my makeup kit. I used to use that down there, which is a traditional style train case, and I just do not like it. I'm going to be selling that one. On top of that is my little like editorial bag that I take with me. If I'm out on a photo shoot, I will take my essential items with me in that bag. Long story short, I went with a scrapbooking case because it's really almost made for makeup, just like a lot of stationery items kind of are. I will put the link down below to the seller I got it from. I think it ended up costing me $70 all up, including express shipping. It was really hard to get my hands on though, and the only thing I wish about it is that it was a little smaller, which is probably an odd thing to say, but I wish it had the same size pockets that you can see around the outside there, but I wish it was a bit smaller. So this is the first pocket in my makeup case. It opens up like so, and in here you basically have anything you need for a job. In this pocket down here, this is where I keep just some little makeup wedges in case I ever need to use these. I've got some baby wipes. My favourite ones are Huggies, but these will do for the sake of just wiping down any spills or doing a spot clean of a brush. Whatever you could possibly need to clean, marks off a mirror, etc, etc. Baby wipes are essential to have. Some bobby pins and hair ties. You never know when you're going to need these, and there have been many a time when I've needed them. Just in case, and I have needed these before, I bring with me fake blood, some white face paint, some like green face paint, some zombie horror mask flesh, and liquid latex. And trust me, you never know when someone is going to ask you to do a scratch on someone. This top pocket up here holds all of my basically kind of like tools, my metal items. So I've got 2 eyelash curlers, a Tweezerman one that I got while studying, and my favourite one, which is actually a Kevyn Aucoin one, that's my newest one, a Graftobian mixing palette, and also the Graftobian like mixing spatula as well. I've got some eyelash tweezers, I've got another spatula here, some regular tweezers, I've got a hair clip to hold people's hair back, I have another pair of tweezers because you never know when you're going to need them, and I have my Tweezerman pencil sharpener, and this one's really good because it's got this giant hole here and you can take that out, and it's really awesome for things like the NYX jumbo eye pencils. On this side I tend to keep a lot of my concealers and correctors. So this is my favourite Graftobian cream foundation, and this is in the shade Soft Wisp. This is the perfect like contour shade for a pale person. It's coming off a bit darker on camera, but it's actually like a really kind of purpley grey toned brown. I've got the Eve Pearl Salmon Concealer Trio. It works great for light and dark skin tones. This shitty Color Cosmetica correcting wheel that I got whilst I was studying. I use the Maybelline, it's called the Dream Lumi Touch, but it's their version of the YSL Touche Éclat. I have the Makeup Forever Asian Skins corrector palette, which is great for a lot of pale girls as well. And this is actually a foundation palette. It's Graftobian's lightest foundation palette, and you know, it's surprising, but I do have a lot of pale people and it's really awesome for my paler clients. In this pouch here I keep all of my pigments. Most of these are sugar pill pigments. I got these stackable containers off eBay, and they are super handy for what you need them for, and you basically just, you know, I tend to get a tap like this, and then I unscrew whatever colour I need, and that's where the colours are kept inside, like that. So it's really handy, and I do take these on all of my shoots. You never know when you're going to need them, and you know, I just love these. These are the glitters that I own. These are Graftobian glitters. I don't see a point in spending a lot of money on glitter. They're all extremely useful, and I use these for drag shoots most of the time or for more editorial looks. And just because I didn't really have anywhere else to put it, this is the black eyeshadow of choice that I have, which is Bulletproof by Sugarpill, and I just haven't gotten around to put it in a free falling palette yet. It's pretty hard to see down here, but I keep a makeup sponge. I throw these in the washing machine when I need to wash them. They're really good to dampen up and take off makeup with. A little poof, because these are great for putting setting powder on people. I keep my excess eyelash curler rubbers. This is the Kevyn Aucoin one, but the ones that you can get from Morning Glory, which like $2 are awesome. I've got another set of one for my Tweezerman eyelash curlers, and I just have a spare set of tweezers in here, and these are lash adhesive ones, and you really can never have too many tweezers in your kit. Back on this side, this container has my cream blushes or liquid blushes and highlighters. So I've got the Illamasqua Gleam, one of my favorites of all time. I've got the Ben Nye Ben Nye blush wheel, which is amazing. I totally recommend this for anyone, makeup artist or not. The discontinued, sadly, Gemma Kid, what's this called? Dewy All Over Radiance Cream. I've got this red cream blusher. It's absolutely beautiful. It's just like the most natural red flush on a pale person's cheeks, but kind of a pain in the butt to close, so I don't tend to crack out as often as I would like to. I've got the Makeup Forever HD blush. I've got this in the old packaging. They come in a compact now. I've got this beautiful cream blusher from Tony Moly. It's like a mousse finish. The Benefit Benetint and the Daniel Sandler watercolor blush. It's separated. You just shake it up and then it goes back together like it should. And the last two pockets in here have my eyelash adhesive. So I've got the dark eyelash adhesive. It broke at the end, so I put sticky tape on it. I don't like this as much. And I've got the surgical adhesive, which is exactly the same as a clear adhesive. It goes clear, but it's twice the size, and I recommend this. I got this as well as most of my products off Camera Ready Cosmetics, and it was like $4. In this container here, I keep all of my mascaras that I use. I've got the shitty Color Cosmetica ones that I hate, but I keep them in there for the sake of it. I've got the Ico Fat Brush Mascara, and I chop the ones off all of my brushes so I don't cross-contaminate. And recently I put the Benefit They're Real in my makeup kit because I got sent one to review, and I already had one that I was using and I love it so much I thought it deserved a place in my kit. Okay, so this is the right side of my kit, and this is where I keep extra items, a lot of tools. So if you can see here, there's like a row where you can actually line up pencils. There's some elastic, and I keep all of my eye and lip liners here. Anything that's a pencil form goes in this section, and it actually undoes on the side here if you want it to lay down flat on a table, which is really cool. And I'll undo that right now so we can see more into the kit. I keep my Esom like cotton tips in here. They're black ones and I really like those. I've got my Inglot Duraline, and I also recently bought the Graftobian Magic Seal. It's half the price. I wanted to try it out. These are my empty Graftobian glitter pots that I emptied out of the glitter to put into those stackable ones, and I give these, like I said before, to brides with little lipstick samples in them if they need them on their wedding day. I actually give brides a full-size lipstick, but I give those to the bridesmaids or anyone that I'm doing makeup for, really. In this one here, there's a lot of eye bases. So I've got Soft Ochre by MAC. It's a paint pot. I've got my favorite Essence Gel eyeliner. I've got the MAC Let's Skate, which is like a nice shimmery pink color. I've got my Nivea lip cream, and I've got this They Who Must Not Be Named, because I won't be talking about them once I finish using that, eyeshadow primer in my kit. On the right here, I keep all of my lip tars and lip gloss. So this is just a clear lip gloss. This and the Elizabeth A. Hour Cream is the only lip gloss I use in my kit. And then I've got all the lip tars. I have every shade that you would get inside of their primary pack colors, as well as Anime, and I use these to mix any color of lipstick that I so desire. This pocket here is full of all of my depotted lipsticks, as well as a random clear mascara. This is actually a brow gel. It's a Calvin Klein one, I think. And this is what my depotted lipsticks look like. I got these Muji containers off eBay. I take the stickers off. I did a little Instagram picture of how I did put my lipsticks. If you want to see a video, let me know. I use all different brands. I am not a brand snob. I use products that I think are good, not brands that I think are good. So it doesn't matter what brand it is, if they do a good product, I'm going to use it. And so these are the ones I would use the most. I also have some nude colours in here, and I've got my Makeup Forever Flash palette, which no makeup artist should be without. And this side here holds all of my disposables. So I have like orange sticks or pop sticks. I've got my mascara spoolies. You never know when you're going to need someone to floss. And then I have lots of disposable lip balms as well. They're also really good to clients if they need to use them to touch up later. So this side of my bag is where I keep my hand sanitizer like you saw before, and all of my false lashes. So at the back here I've got all of the individual lashes that I use. Gypsy Lashes, Pretty Envy Lashes, which is an Australian brand, and Ardell. I personally think that all individual lashes are essentially the same thing. They're my favourite ones to use on natural looking brides. My favourite brand of lashes are the Gypsy 906s. They are very similar to the Ardell Wispies, and you can get these for under $2 off eBay, and they are so good. I love them for everyone, but they are very, very similar, if not better. I like the way they tangle at the ends. And then I've just got some other ones. So I've got the Ardell Daisies. I've got these really intense ones from Gypsy Lashes. I've got these brown ones by Andrea Lash that I was just really interested on trying. The black versions of the same lash. And more Daisy lashes because they're really cute on younger looking models. Actually going inside of the top of my kit, this is where everything else lives. Which, you know, I'm sure you can imagine. The cool thing about this as well is this handle comes up and you can actually attach these flaps on the inside and hold it to the back so it will stay up. In here it's just usually empty unless I can think of something good to put inside of it. And I don't know if this is just going to be a cavernous black hole, but I'm going to do the best to show you what's in here. It's just, you know, very deep, which is hard. But I keep my Stukin skincare. This is generally what I use for most people, especially young people with sensitive skin. I've got my Beauty So Clean cosmetic sanitizer. This is what you want to use when you're spraying powders down after a shoot. My favourite spot cleaning brush cleaner of all time, which is a Parian Spirit one. It's amazing. I get this of Love Makeup, I think it's called. My eye makeup remover, which is good if people have waterproof mascara on that they've done a terrible job of. I've got my micellar water by Derma, etc. This is one by Tony Moly. This is my makeup mixer, which is good for my MAC Pro foundation. I've got a mirror, which you can see yourself in. This is just an old lid I ripped off a palette I didn't like. I've got my Latte Creme Concentrate by Aurora Lees. I've got my NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. My Australis Primer, which is just a silicone based primer, which is great. My Elizabeth 8 Hour Cream Makeup Kit Essential. And my Shine Control Mattifying Gel Cream by Nivea, one of my all-time favourites. I use this in my personal kind of makeup stuff too. And the last two products in this back section are my Clean Brush Shampoo. This is the Lavender Goat's Milk one. Really great to bring along if you have time to try and make yourself look busy. And it's great to be able to clean your brushes if you need to be doing so. And then the Beauty Blender Solid Brush or Solid Sponge Cleaner, which is awesome. This really works and I use that a lot. It's an essential for me. So in this front bit I keep my brushes in this container that I got from the Reject Shop. I like it because it moves up and down. My brushes are a mixture of things. I've got a beauty blender in here. I've got a spare one in my kit at all times as well. But I've got Fairless, Real Techniques. I love Zoeva brushes. They are awesome and super cheap. I got these Creolin brushes in my makeup kit when I was training and they're shit, but the eye ones are okay and I keep using them. And that's pretty much all for this section. There's also some Japanesque, etc. My eyeliner brushes are actually artist brushes. Simply because my brush collection has grown, and that noise is my fridge defrosting, but simply because my brush collection has grown, I actually keep these in a towel that I use for spot cleaning. This is clean, it's just probably stained because that's what happens when your towel is white. And these are my larger brushes, so Real Techniques, Zoeva again, This is my favorite brush of all time, which is a Suku cheek brush, and it was super expensive. And then this brush here is actually a paintbrush that I paid a lot of money for, but it's really, really good for contouring. My favorite foundations in my kit are my MAC Pro foundations. I use this color a lot. This is from the Caucasian Skins one. This is the Asian 2 palette. It's just an awesome palette. I love these foundations. Before I started using MAC Pro foundations, I would use these Graftobian ones a lot, and I still use them all the time, and these are excellent for everyone except for people with super dry skin. I don't recommend them for people with dry skin. They look awful, but if you're starting out, they're cheap and they have great colours. I have a whole heap of the MAC Face and Body. I don't usually take all of these with me. They just happen to be in my kit because I did a shoot on a young model, and anyone basically that's doing an editorial shoot looks fantastic with this foundation on. I have my Sugar Pill eyeshadows. These are in the old packaging. Again, love them. I definitely recommend this palette. You'd be surprised how often I use this purple and orange and yellow in day-to-day life. Great. I don't have their newest palette, but I do want to buy it. The Graftobian foundation, this is their powder foundation. I use it and love it. I've already used up a few of the palette shades and replaced them. And I've got this Ben Nye palette, which I filled with my own La Femme blushes. It was cheaper and I could get the colours that I wanted instead of having to get the set from Camera Ready Cosmetics. I recommend any makeup artist have these Stila palettes. They are great. I love these for weddings. They're fantastic. I take my Yabby Pearl paints with me. I almost think that this was a bit of a waste of money, but I do really like it. I just don't know if it was worth $150. And the Lorac Pro palette, which is a little overhyped to be honest, but the shades are good. You never know when you're gonna need color, which is why I have those Sugar Pill palettes as well. These are actually colors I got when I was studying, and I don't think they're terrible. I actually quite like them. These are two sleek blushes that I just like, and this is the eyeshadow from Inglot in 329, and it's the darkest brown shadow they use. I use that for everyone's eyebrows, absolutely everyone, myself included. I have my own. Two Ben Nye Luxury powders, Cameo and Banana, self-explanatory, makeup artist must have. I have MAC Soft and Gentle, beautiful, almost run out. I've got NARS eyeshadow, blush in Sin, my favourite blush to use on almost anyone unless they're super pale, and NARS Laguna. The last pocket I have here has the NARS Copacabana, this is like their cream highlighter, beautiful, absolutely love it. I've got an Essence Gold highlighter. I have a really under-hyped product and it needs to be talked about more. It's a Chi Chi Baked Eyeshadows. This comes in like a sort of 5. It's great. I love them. They've got neutral colours too. My favourite Estee Lauder eyeshadow duo. Again, really good for brides and also like older women. Just so hard to open. But this is their palette, which is called Raisins, and it is stunning. So that's the end of the video. I hope you liked it. If you've got any questions or want to see any more in-depth reviews on anything in my makeup kit, then definitely let me know and I can absolutely do that for you. Thanks for watching and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.